And I guess we can't like stop the song midway through if I'm like having a freak out, right? And I want to like say something. No, I'm sure we cannot. It'd just be too chaotic. Yeah, I'll just talk over the song and piss everyone off. No, I'm not going to do that. But here's the I guess here's what I'll say first, and then we'll jump into it. Is I I think albums live in the same room together, and then I think the songs live in one room together. So I know I put out a lot of songs in between albums, but I always look at my albums as this separate sort of room. And so it was important for me with Wild coming off of Santiago to make it clear that Santiago was necessary because it was the excavation of a lot of shit that I had buried, and I needed to get it out. But Wild was the integration. So the album is sequenced in a very intentional way with a lot of the more fun, positive songs, I guess, up at the top. Because I wanted to make it clear to fans that like this isn't an excavation solely anymore on this album. This is integration. This is the good and the bad and everything in between. So yeah, let's get into it, man. Now what? Why? Thank you. I just pulled up something today. Tequila. Yeah, ran up 100 million off of music. You can call HSBC, they can prove it. Did this shit my way. Sometimes I be thinking very black and white, but the Maybach is Alpine gray. Fire every Friday, I got the game smoky. I'm Italian, they be trying to box me in like Bertoli. If you know me, you know I was never lazy. Forrest Whitaker, out in St. Barts, my mom prays to St. Christopher. Secure perimeter, courtesy of armed guards. When you make it, all your haters really think they're Nardwar. Digging through your past, trying to find some. Feel how you wanna feel, just hit that subscribe button. Cause I'm not slowing down. Properties in coastal towns. I came in with baggage, but at least it's all remote now. I damn near did it all. Cause I spoke like I was casting spells like Grindelwald. We had shit tools, I believed in me since I was little, dog. Used to ask for Lincoln Logs. Now I'm Santa for my family. My whole catalog is Christmas songs. So Feliz Navidad. 5K for the yellow jacket, I should play Navidad. Used to rob Martin, North Springs, the Peachtree Center. Was taking classes, but I felt like I could teach me better. But no one taught me how to trust help. Matchbox 20s, I was lit, but I was unwell. Deep talk, on a private jet to Teterboro. The only thing better than me is me tomorrow. I used to eat Sbarro, food court was luxury. Now I'm not gonna fly to Budapest just cause I'm hungry. Gold cutlery, my maid's got a hand wash. I'm used to send emails like, hey, I'm the future, like Sam Altman. Now flight was like an Uber ride. How'd I beat the game without looking at the user guide? How'd I beat the game without looking at the user guide? Wow. Wow. All right, so that first song for me was a victory lap. You know what I mean? And like I said, coming off of Santiago, as hard as it is to sort of like ignore the songs I put out in between and just look at the albums like they're running currently into each other. User Guide was like self acknowledgement, victory lap, giving myself that like praise of, damn man, you really did this without a manual. You know what I mean? And just letting it be clear that like, yeah, shout out Nipsey Hussle, man. R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle. But making it clear that like, once again, it was just so important that honestly it was a bit fear-based, but also based out of love, meaning I was scared that if I came with some of the heavier songs first, fans would have heard it and been like, dog, still? Jesus. Fire your therapist, bro. Like, what is happening? Why are you still going through it? So I was like, nah, we're coming out the gate chomping. You know what I mean? And yeah, I just wanted to give myself that praise and just sort of what I call, like, me and Boogs have called them these for like 10 years, but rant tracks. Because it's just me ranting. It's like rant tracks, update raps. It's sort of like the elevated version of I'm Here, on the debut of There's Really a Wolf. Yeah, it's just that, I don't know, man, like start off the album with raps to let people know what time it is, you feel me? Also, before we continue, I want to be a perfectionist and annoy the lights person and the sound person. Sound, can we get it louder, please? In the lighting, I feel like I'm like a zoo animal right now. Is there a way to like, can we make the lights warmer, like a yellow hue, or does it have to be petri dish white? Like we're in a speakeasy. I want to feel dim and moody, not like I'm being interrogated, which I am. Lower, lower. Just turn them off. No, I'm kidding. Lower. That's kind of nice. Is that? Can y'all still see me? I don't want to fuck y'all up. Yeah. You should see like my house. I have no white lights. None. I refuse. Absolutely refuse. You walk in my house, you need a fucking candle. You gotta like walk around. It's like my mom will come over. She's like, "It's so dark in here." I'm like, "Good." Yes, and it's fucking freezing. Get out. All right, so what's next? Go up. Okay, keeping with that theme, once again, I was trying to set the tone fucking early. Like, look, this is not that. We excavated, but now we're integrating and we're fucking moving forward. This is like an affirmation song that through all the chaos and pressure, I'm still fucking persevering. You know what I mean? Like, don't get it fucked up. So, come on, let's go up. Yeah. Why? Still going. I'm out in Istanbul reflecting on the levels this got taken to. I love the problems that I have. I wouldn't trade with you. Okay, sorry, stop it. Run it back because I do want to say something. Yeah. Yeah, that didn't last long. So, Jesus Christ. And the tequila is not going to help this, so everybody buckle up. This song went through a lot of different iterations. If you hear, there's a soul sample going on, right? And originally, so here's the process of making the beat. I made the beat and it was like these sort of industrial synth sounds. And I did the whole song recorded. And I'm like, and me, Jake, and Kiri, the two guys I made this album with, I'm like, I don't know, like something about it's off. And so it was designed to be this sort of like turn. You know what I mean? That's why I went with these like synth sounds. And then I was like, nah, what if we do this like soul sample sort of thing? So I got this soul sample, chopped it up, and I put the soul sample over 808s. And I'm just nerding out right now, but rapping like this with a hook like that was written over sort of like a club beat, taking that fucking music out and swapping it with like a soul sample, to me was just the coolest juxtaposition, because when it was over just like synths and club shit, it was obvious. But putting this over like, strings and a lady like singing is like, oh, this is fucking, what's happening? And then Kiri, who's, like I said, Jake and Kiri, these two guys I made the album with, they're producers and songwriters like myself. Kiri sent this beat for it that was like so fucking good. And it was this club kind of thing, but it was nasty. And I was like, damn, man. Yeah, this is crazy. But once again, it took it to that place where it was obvious. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, a club song, and you're on the hook saying, I'm trying to go up. It's like, it just didn't do it for me. And so even though that song over that beat commercially probably does better, but I was like, nah, man, there's just something cool about putting this over a fucking soul sample, man. So that's me nerding out about the production. Also, the opening line to me, I think is just slick, because Taken 2, the movie, took place in Istanbul. So I said, I'm out in Istanbul reflecting on the levels this got taken to. That's why That's why the ad lib is just me saying Liam. Like, so if anyone's wondering, like, why did he just shout out Liam Neeson in the ad lib? That's why. All right, come on. I'll try to not ramble in between songs. All right, here we go. Why? You hear that? Still going. I'm out in Istanbul, reflecting on the levels it's got taken to. I love the problems that I have. I wouldn't trade with you. I don't have kids, but it's Canali shoot his baby blue. Swimming in these millions, almost drowned out of dating pool. I made it through. I got a baddie with a good heart. I pushed her button, so I bought her a push start. Brooks Guard. This country's backwards. I'm trying to reach new heights. I'm looking down at Raptor. I'm trying to go up. I'm trying to go I'm trying to. I know it's a journey, that's why I don't stop believing. Gave my mom the world, she brought me in, and so we even. I'm tired of my fears committing treason. The light in my eyes is my beacon. I'm in North Georgia, 25 minutes from the city, getting cream soda inside of the Benz and Chantilly. Silly investment meetings down at Little Alley Steakhouse. Here for the families, it's the A-Town of Cape Town. Running after goals in these 1906s. Looking like Aladdin, but I grant my own wishes. Pay my own visits to the promised land. Dad used to play Elton John, of course I took off like a rocket man. I'm feeling charged up. He loves astrology, that's probably why she's starstruck. A few cigar stuff, glasses of whiskey, reminiscing. My resilience fuels my ambition. I'm trying to go up. I'm trying to go up. I know that I'm built for this. I'm not just me, I'm not just. Baby, I'm built for this. Baby, I'm built for this. Built for this. I'm not just me, I'm not Yeah, man, that's golly, man. That shit makes me want to run through a fucking wall, dog. Cause that's just like I said, coming off of Santiago, that's a song that's saying, cool, anyway, despite all that, I'm built for it. So run it. You know what I mean? Like it's just that fucking motivation, that look in the mirror and fucking hype yourself up shit. You know what I mean? Like, God, man. I just can't wait to do that shit on tour. Cause I know that shit over like I'm gonna have a heart attack on stage, man. Fuck, just run the next song. Come on. My life is just a rap song. Devil taking shots cause I'm just way too out to pass on. I am not a superhero, but they got the flash on. If my life's a movie, I would probably say it's Black Swan. Gotta live my life for me, I'm sorry, but it's that one. That's on me, got my get hat on. I'm just trying to hold strong. I'm moving. Rocking out the noise, I'm staying tuned in. I can't have you fucking on, I'm moving. I'm just trying to focus. Been edges and toasters. One thing you should know is I'm moving. Rocking out the noise, I'm staying tuned in. I can't have you fucking on, I'm moving. I'm just trying to focus. Been edges and toasters. One thing you should know is I'm moving. My mom used to always had ingredients for greatness in my pantry. I just bought clothes, I'm seeing shit that people can't see. People hating on me didn't matter in the grand scheme. Baby, this Palermo in my hair, this isn't Pantene. Carrying way more than what I weigh, I'm feeling empty. Do you understand? I'm moving. Rocking out the noise, I'm staying tuned in. I can't have you fucking on my moving. I'm just trying to focus. Been at different doses. One thing you should know is I'm moving. Rocking out the noise, I'm staying tuned in. Have you fucking on my moving. I'm just trying to focus. Been at different doses. One thing you should know. Yeah. Just like Tyler Jones, when they say, just like my Jones. I don't so that's one of those songs that to me just sounds better within the context of the album. You know what I mean? Like that was the first song I put out because I wanted to once again make it clear that like, how can I absolutely make it obvious to my fans that this album is not going to be Santiago? Seriously, that was like the thought process. Because the other song I was flirting with putting out first was Trying, which like if I put out Trying first, it's a different perception of what this album's about to be. It's people probably thinking like, oh man, Ali, dog, still, you know what I mean? So, you know, that was kind of the thinking. And I'm not saying all this to diminish Santiago. To me, Santiago is a masterpiece, man. And it was, and to me, Santiago was the most pivotal moment in my career because it was a point of my career at the fork in the road where most artists, what happens is they either operate out of fear and just keep trying to regurgitate the kind of songs and subject matter that got them there. And then it gets bland, played out. They end up like cosplaying a younger version of themselves to appease their fans out of fear of losing relevance and connection. Or you go the other way. And the other way is you're older now. You're grown. There's a whole new fucking level of maturity and evolution that's happened. Are you gonna put it in the music though? And that's where I went with Santiago, and doing it being received well, made me just like feel like I got a second wind of a career, you know what I mean? And I just feel like there's this wide open lane to make emotionally evolved, digestible rap music. You know what I mean? There's a lot of like rap music that's just geared towards like 18 to 24 year olds, and not, you know, there's probably some 18, 24 year olds in here right now, but it's more so like a lot of this shit is just geared towards just like immature shit. You know what I mean? Which, that's fine. There's a beautiful duality. Like, we all like to turn up to some like stupid shit sometimes. You know what I mean? But I'm like, damn, man, there's a fucking desire for emotionally evolved, digestible rap music, man. I'm gonna keep saying it. So, and like I said, that's why, you know, I just want to be clear, like I'm not diminishing Santiago. I'm so grateful because that was the first step in that direction. And Wild to me now is my best foot forward in that lane where it's like, damn, this shit is mature, but it's fucking catchy. You know what I mean? It's not just like heavy. Like I understand, right? If Santiago was like a heavy listen for people where it's like, yeah, I'm not riding around to it though. It really wasn't designed to be ridden around to. That shit was really designed for like headphones and like going through it. You know what I mean? And I had to do that for me as an artist, and it was scary. Because like I said, I could have just been like, fuck this. I'm going to just go and try to make 2.0 versions of every song I made when I was 24. You know what I mean? And that's what most artists do. But anyway, so Movin' came out first because I wanted to just make it clear that like, I'm moving forward. I'm not dwelling in this spot. You know, I'm moving my feet. And I think my greatest attribute is resilience. I think that something I can really be proud of is that no matter what, I kept moving. Even if it looked like I took a step backwards, sometimes like that movement in and of itself is the movement that propels you forward way further than you would have gone. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, that was moving. I was moving. Here we go. Zoo is that belly of the bee shit. But when I'm with you, it's just... Pack a bag, go, we in it for the long haul. You on trip when I get busy like Sean Paul. Overseas, hoping you never get over me. Wrote a couple books, now you got me writing poetry on my utopia. My nirvana, we both get money, yeah, his and hers commas. When I'm with you, I don't hear him talking. I'm in La La Land, Ryan Gosling. I don't even think about a drama in me. It's too busy shopping product. Even when you're moody for days and you lose your face, my view doesn't change, girl, I need you. Cage to you, I gave the keys to. I forget about my problems when I see you. A lot on my plate, but there's more on my mind. But you block it out all of the time. Like, la, 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 la. I just wanna tell you, baby, you told us come with you. Stars or the just when you call, I will answer. Just to better. Party brings out your energy, TA dancer. Girl, I wanna lock in. I wanna focus on me and you, baby, not them. I wanna take you everywhere that's in your top 10. I wanna slurp you up. You like ramen, baby, I'm owling. Up against the wallin', now you taking control. I'ma keep ballin', blessing keep falling. I never wanna let you go. La, 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 la. Oh, beautiful, man. So that was the first song to explain the positive side of the relationship that I'm in, right? Which is once again, context to me, I'm always operating off of context because when I'm creating, I have the context of my life. You know what I mean? And even if the audience doesn't, I'm not thinking about the audience. I'm thinking about what album do I want to hear from me? And I got a line from Chomp 2.5 that I think just is the realest shit ever, which is you got to turn your back on the crowd to lead the orchestra. You know what I mean? Like, I can't be looking at y'all trying to create. That's not how it goes. I got to make shit for me. And if I make it for me, I know that there's going to be a shit ton of people out there that see themselves in what I just made. You know what I mean? So I say that to say, La 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 is this song that's sort of like, once again, starts to dance with the idea of like, okay, there's some shit you're trying to block out, which we heard Santiago. There's some shit you're trying to block out. And so you're on some la 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 la. Like when I'm with you, you're my peace. You know what I mean? And that's what that whole song was. It's supposed to feel sort of like dreamy and damn near like not real in a sense. Because it's just like there is shit going on, but for right now, when I'm with you, I don't even hear it, you know? And I feel like I'm the first rapper to mention the luteal phase in a fucking, I mean, and, seriously, I think like somebody should fact check me on that. Who the fuck has mentioned the luteal phase in a song? Exactly, thank you. Um, see, he said, what's the luteal phase, man? Put him on. Put him on. I know him. What's his name? Andrew. I mean, that does nothing for me. Basketball. Wait, what? Andrew what? Drew Patrick, what? Come on, man. Yo, you know what's so funny, bro? I always tell this story. This is when I gave up on basketball, right? Watch. So me and Drew, we went to high school together. That's crazy, bro. Bro, that's crazy. Thank you for being here, man. No, I wish, but no, just Drew. But so here's when I gave up on basketball. This is just a random side note story. It was JV, right? And you remember Coast? Oh my God, dog. But remember you and Thomas, right? Y'all were the ones. And I remember our first practice, right? I make the team. We're sitting in the auxiliary gym. Drew was dead nice. Drew was starting point guard. And it was him and this other dude named Thomas, who was like a lanky Andre Kirilenko type player. Still, man, that's beautiful. He was nice. So coach sits us all down, right? He goes, I don't even know if you remember this, but he goes, this Drew and Thomas team. I was like, okay. Well, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be playing that. It's yeah, me and Mike Wall, that's my boy. So then like after JV year, I was like, I'm not doing this. Remember Coach Mega came up to me like, man, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm just gonna try to make beats, man, because Coach said that like we don't, he said everybody else defend and rebound. This is Drew and Thomas's team. Appreciate you being here, man. Yeah. All right. So with that being said, right, like I wanted to once again, La 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 is that first song that sort of introduces you into this idea of okay, we're used to getting these relationship problem songs from him, but you know what? Let me talk about the good in the relationship because my life is robust. It's not just one dimensional. So it starts with La La La, and I go on a bit of a three-song run, just getting lost. You know what I mean? And in my girl, which was intentional because you'll see. I'll explain later. Go ahead. You nice and sweet. Barely an inch over 5'3". You religious, but you Christian. When you kneel down, keep your eyes on me. Out in the Caribbean, we island hop. Ear to you twist like kites and skin on skin. And glad I listened to my heart when it sang out your name. Nothing was the same. You riding with me. I offended your feet. Time we don't call. You wearing my drawers, my hoodies and sweaters. I give you my best, cause it's when you want me, when you call on my phone, I still light up, light up. Every time I take you shopping, I'm blowing a couple thousand, I'm on the clothes pile up. Cause I love spoiling my baby. Get to Colorado was 80. You were a wreck when you wrecked your car, so I bought first say. Looking at the flower. Spray a little misty or out the shower. It's hard to party with you. Now I get annoying, go sorry, it's you. Part of me never got to come out myself. Free at last, feeling I don't know what it is now. So look, I should have said this beforehand, but something that's very important to me is the context and the POV of where I'm at in my life, which is understanding. It's navigating adulthood, to be honest, but it's and in that it's understanding that at all times you are constantly juggling challenges and things worth celebrating. You know what I mean? Grief and gratitude. So I think a lot of times I get really down the rabbit hole of what I'm challenged with and the problems in my life. And, you know, you mentioned, Drew, you mentioned Zoo. It's like Zoo was Zoo was all anger, you know? Zoo is straight anger. And for me, right, it's so funny. It's so interesting. And I send so much love to like fans when they send me DMs like, man, I need some more shit like Zoo, or I need some more shit. I'm like, God damn, bro. I know you're in a fucked up spot if you need some more of that. You know what I'm saying? For real, because I know where I was at to even make that. Like that wasn't just me like, I think today I'll make this. You know what I mean? Like that was like, I'm fucking, you know what I mean? Thank you. And it's like, it was, that is so much anger, you know? And I'm glad I channeled it in that way. But I say all that to say the life I'm trying to live is a life of balance where I don't ignore anything. You know what I mean? It's just that I don't get too zoomed in on the bullshit or the happiness or the, it's, let me take a inventory of everything that's going on so that I can be centered in my response to everything that's going on. Because we all know when you get so zoomed in on the problems, they get bigger. And they feel like they weigh a shit ton. And if you get too zoomed in on the happiness, this shit blindsides you. And you act like your world's crumbling when you finally realize this is what's going on. You know what I mean? So my whole goal now is living a robust life and accepting that. That's what the whole title of the album is about, is instead of resisting life, let me embrace it. Because in the past, I could have swore once you get some money, there's no problems. Like what? This is false advertising. This is some bullshit. See, forward facing. That you're just complimenting me on my PR, which is you should see what's being going on behind the scenes, man. It's like it's yeah, I appreciate that, man, but it's a challenge, man. It's a challenge not trying to fucking just go down the rabbit hole of anything that didn't go according to plan for you, especially when you're a recovering like perfectionist and a recovering, I swear anything that I think comes true, and if it doesn't come true it's about to, and if it, you know what I mean, it's like relax. Maybe there's an alternate route here for you in your life. That's where you need to let the door open a little bit so God can have his handprints on your life. You know what I mean? So that faith can be in the room with you. Otherwise, it's just you in the room. Good luck. I've been there. It's a small room. It's a very scary room. And so, you know, like this 3-track run, I'm gonna let, oh, well, we already did 2 songs anyway. This third song, this 3-track run, I purposely did these 3 songs in a row, La La La, April 7th, and Crazy, to sort of show people that for a second, every once in a while, I can like, not can, but I do, I block out everything and I'm just with my girl and it's good and we're riding around, we're on an island somewhere and whatever. And then you see what song comes after Crazy, right? So we're about to play Crazy next, which is, keep in mind, right, these past 3 songs is really like, or really we could run down from top to bottom. And if you know me even a little bit, you know I'm scattered and like to ramble. I apologize. The first song is Victory Lap, well done, bro, you did it. Second song is I got me fucked up and my problems have me fucked up. I'm going up anyway. Song 3 is I'm moving. This is what we're doing. Regardless, I'm persevering. Song 4 is like, damn, I'm trying to move, but there's some shit going on. But you know what? Let me just cuddle up with my girl because when I'm with her, I'm at peace. So then it's La La La. And then I'm like even more hypnotized and it's April 7th. Oh my God, I love you so much. Then it's Crazy and it's like we're on a yacht drinking tequila and it's lit. You know what I mean? But then after that, and every dude in here knows, and women know too, but after Crazy is pent up in a penthouse, and the reason why it goes a direct fucking like crazy left-hand turn is because while I'm on the yacht with you and while we're drinking tequila and having fun, I got so much shit pent up in me that I've been ignoring. And it can go like this. As a dude, you know, you can get one phone call on vacation and be like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, this pressure, I can't get so tough of your emotional vortex on the front line. I'm a fearsome, you know what I mean? Like, it can go left quick emotionally. It's a roller coaster. So That's why these three songs play the way they do in that penthouse. So we can go crazy right now and then just let it run right into Pent Up in the Penthouse. I have tequila right now. This is time to drink it. Yeah, I like when you do that thing that you do. That make me go crazy. Yeah, especially when I know you drank 42. Oh, you better go crazy. You better go crazy. Oh, I, oh, I, oh, I, oh, I, oh, I. She don't want me helping with the bills. I say that's admirable. She don't leave the house unless she traveling international. I spoil her so much. It's my fault she's irrational. She's got some villains. What the fuck is being practical? I got her accustomed to going through customs. She makes me feel something that I never felt before. I just hope this lasts. But time is moving fast, girl. That's why it ain't nothing. Give you everything and more. I like when you do that thing that you do. Go crazy, go crazy. Especially when I know you drain 42. You better go crazy. You better go crazy. Oh, 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 and nothing but your loving, girl. The only thing I ask for is a chance. The way that ass looks in those biker shorts, of course I took you on a tour, friend. What? I think my love language is Apple Pay. I like giving cash away. Her Rolex is rose. My Rolls Royce looks like Cabernet. I love you, I love whether you. Girl, who I write essays to. You don't think your titties give me oxytocin? Yes, it. I like when you do that thing that you do. What? That make me go crazy. Go crazy. Especially when I know you drain 40. Go crazy. Go crazy. Oh, oh, I, oh, You know, and I got something to say about this guy right here too, man. Cause you know what? Pause that. Yeah, we do. No, I'm not gonna get him too hyped up. But you know what's so funny, bro? Is we come from the generation where your dad was your trainer. You know what I mean? This is something beautiful, man. Here's the reality. Anyone who plays basketball, like, nowadays, everybody's got a fucking trainer at 7 years old. It's insane, right? And I remember playing basketball in high school, and you get better by just playing basketball, like going and running fives and whatever, and your dad training you. Dog, let me tell you something. You and your older brother, they would be in the fucking gym, and their dad was training them way more than everyone else. And he was the nicest on the team. So it's like, in retrospect, when I look back, it's like, yeah, man, you know what? I was always, when I look back, I'm like, that's a great dad. You know what I mean? Because like, I think, uh, I think like the Lonzo Ball dad. No, hey, man, what's wrong with you? See, you know what I mean? That's what happened. That's what happened. Yeah, it'll be afterwards. You got to deal with it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nah, man, but it's like a lot of these dads, these involved dads in the NBA, they get like flack for being involved. It's like, do you know the fucking alternate possibility? Like the other side is the dad who's not there. You know what I mean? Look at LeVar Ball. Look how much slack he got. He got 3 kids playing pro basketball. And one of them dropped a fucking platinum song in 6 months. You know how hard that is? It's crazy. So I just wanted to give you your credit, man, while you're here, bro. Yeah, for real. Nah, I appreciate it, man. Because I remember watching you on the gym all the time, bro. Thank you, man. And I wasn't in the gym like that. I thought I was just supposed to get starting time just because I was nice. Little did I know. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember I took a three in a game, wide open three. Coach Townsend, our coach, says, "That's not your shot." I was like, "What?" I'm wide open. You remember him talking about the fourth grader that he swore could dunk? He said, y'all are sorry. I had a fourth grade team. Barry was his name, and he could dunk. I was like, nobody in fourth grade is dunking. Shut the fuck up. You're insane trying to make us feel bad about ourselves. No, he had a limp. He had a fucking. That was his swag. He had a cane. Yeah. That dude, man. That dude was fucking nuts, dog. Bro, you want to instill self-doubt in somebody? Have them take a wide open three and scream at them and say that's not your shot. It's like, all right, well, at this point, I don't know what to do. You tell me, coach. Yeah, take me out. I'm out, man. All right, come on, man. Let it run. Of course, at all times, man. Yeah. She's in the studio right now. Shit, man. Yeah. Scared of success once my prefrontal cortex develop. Perfectly good opportunities feel like a setup. That should be opposite me. How can I get a leg up? Out in Tribeca, put me to pounds. Cause all of this pressure is pent up. I can't get sucked up in your emotional vortex. On the front lines of my fears, I'm a war vet. Whether in the storms, I don't even wear Gore-Tex. I ain't understand the game, ESPN, the Portex. Now I understand it a little. You be trying to ride the boat while I'm landing a ship. Typical. I just need to juggle it better. We got the same 24. I'm just hustling better. I'm trying to pop out. The first step is making sure you pussies get stomped out. Sometimes you call the right play, but you run the wrong route. I learned from it, though. That's what it's all about. Youthful tomfoolery. Now this was Tom Brown. I jot down how I'm feeling, then I give it to y'all. I made hits while I was hitting the wall. I kept pushing. Couldn't find my way. I kept looking. That's what makes the money sweet sauce. Sweet bread pudding. Yeah. Scared of success once my prefrontal cortex develop. Perfectly good opportunities feel like a setup. That should be opposite me. How can I get a leg up? Out in Tribeca, put me to pounds. Cause all of this pressure is can't obsess over the pressure. I press forward from the ashes. My jacket smells like a cigarette smoker. I'm dead sober. That's when I feel alive the most. Lyrics tatted on people like they were Bible quotes. Wine and rose got me woozy. I need some coochie. I sell self-help books. The Maybach is roomy. I lose sleep from ruminating and fear-mongering about all the cheers stopping. Now my tears are just watering the roots of new love. Pursue a re-entry. I need some time with myself. I just met me. I was just hooping right there off of Henry. Falling in London. This show is at Wembley. I'm doing me and I don't care who gets me. I don't need some baddies to tell me I'm sexy. I don't need heroes to call and befriend me. I'm on some fuck everybody except me. Yeah. Scared of success once my prefrontal cortex develop. Perfectly good opportunities feel like a setup. That should be stopping me. How can I get a leg up? Out in Tribeca, put me to pounds. Cause all of this pressure is spent. Shaking my head like dun dun dun. What's it gonna end up? In my head like wham wham wham. Up in my head like dun. Shaking my head like dun dun. Oh, yeah. Scared of success once my prefrontal cortex develop. Perfectly good opportunities feel like a setup. Believe me, how can I get a leg up? Out in Tribeca, put me to pounds. Cause all of this pressure is expensive. Yeah. Scared of success once my prefrontal cortex develop. Perfectly good opportunities feel like a setup. That should be opposite me. How can I get a leg up? Out in Tribeca, put me to pounds. Cause all of this pressure is expensive. Yeah. Appreciate y'all. All right, so look, all I'm gonna do right here is ask that now that we get into this part of the album, and I know, man, it's like, it's a bar, we're drinking, we're having fun. This is the part of the album where I truly, like, as the person who made this shit, I want y'all to listen. You know what I mean? Like, the first 7, like I said, the first 6, it was supposed to show the things I'm celebrating. You know what I mean? And there's still trickles of that in the rest of the album, but I want to make sure that for this next half, y'all really listen. So I just want to give y'all that disclaimer that the album was designed for that. Pent Up in a Penthouse is sort of that break where it's like, oh shit, what the fuck just happened? You were just on the yacht with your girl. You were riding around. Like you were running through the wall and go up. You were moving your feet. You were patting yourself on the back with user guide. Like, what's going on? It's like, well, yeah, that's the duality of life. While all of that shit is going on that I'm celebrating, I got these challenges over here that as a man, like it's ingrained in us to say, who gives a fuck? Keep pushing, you know? But it's unhealthy, you know what I mean? Yeah, you're laughing because it's bad, man. And, you know, yeah, but yo, to be honest, it's like, I got a lot of empathy, man, for young men in the room. I remember doing the listening in New York a couple days ago, where I invited just 25 fans. I like rented out this bar and we just heard the album when it dropped at midnight. And there was this fam, and you know, it's an open bar, so you can imagine. And he was like, bro, he kept asking me and my brother, why me? Why me, man? Like, why even invite me, man? And I could just feel the self-sabotage. You know, and he was the drunkest in the room. You know, and I was like, bro, you shouldn't even be, not that you shouldn't be asking that, but I've been there where you feel like you're not worthy of what you have, so you're gonna self-sabotage so that you remove what you have. Because you don't even think you deserve it in the first place. You don't realize you're doing it. You're self-sabotaging. Like, I'm watching you self-sabotage physically while verbally telling me you think you don't deserve it. They're aligned. Of course you're doing that. You know, and I was like, damn, man, like, listen, you deserve to be here. You're good enough to be here. And I was telling his friend, I'm like, bro, get him some water. And like, tell him that he's good. You know what I mean? Nah, but it's like, you know, I think as dudes, we do a lot of overcompensating. You know, we mask a lot of what we're going through because we've been conditioned to think that nobody cares. And for the most part, the harsh reality is most don't. Most don't. But you should. You should care about what you're going through. And I can tell you that I didn't care about what I was going through for a long time. I just said, charge it to the game, is what it is. Right? I'll be all right. You know what I mean? And kept pushing. And what that ends up doing is, out of nowhere, you'll get reactive and rude with your girl, or you'll snap on a coworker or a manager or whatever. And they're like, this is coming from nowhere. And then that triggers you even more because you're like, nowhere? This is coming from 10 years of suppressed emotions. Little do you know, I could walk you through the whole timeline of where this is coming from, you know? But as dudes, right? You can't do that. That's not fair to whoever you're letting that go on, because all they're gonna say is, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't I tell you? I can't tell you. You don't give a fuck. It's cool, all that, right? I get it. I'm y'all, you know what I mean? Like, I'm there with you, you feel me? But guess who needs to care, bro, is you. You gotta care. So I'm not of the belief, this generalized statement, cry in front of your girl, dude, all that is like, it's too generalized. Regulate your emotions. Step one. Regulate your emotions. And that's something that's got nothing to do with your girl. You know what I mean? And when you can regulate your emotions, now when conflict pops up in the and I'm not trying to preach, I'm still working on this. No. I'm really not. Cause I suck at this. No, not yet. We're not doing Q&A. No. But listen, I'm really not trying to preach because I'm still working on this myself. And a lot of times, I'm a dude, we suppress a lot of shit and shit boils up and we keep pushing and we smile through the day. But then that straw that breaks the camel's back, we snap, you know, verbally, and the people around us have no clue where it's coming from because we didn't let them in because we feel like it's bitch made to let them in. You know what I mean? And it's like, cool, don't let them in. Let yourself in though. You know what I mean? Take some time dolo to be like, yo, I need all of y'all to give me a fucking minute. Family, girl, friends, I need everyone to give me a minute while I figure this shit the fuck out. Because me not regulated is not only a disservice to myself, it's a disservice to the people around me. You're about to get the worst version of me, you know? So I just say all that to say, like, this track list and sequencing is intentional. Pent up in a penthouse. Even the verbiage of that, it's like you're going through it while you're at the top of something. Okay, so that sets up the whole rest of the album now, which is I told y'all all the things I'm celebrating. So I don't want y'all to think I'm zoomed in on the problems, but don't get it fucked up. There's still shit I'm going through because as a man, my music is the way I express my inner world, you know? And if I can't do it in my basement studio by myself, then I can't do it anywhere, you know? And so the rest of the album, very long-winded way of saying, I just want y'all to listen. I know we got some drinks in us, but I just want y'all to listen to really what's being said. Because look, I'm a fan, and when I first hear something, I don't give a fuck what you're saying. It's just gotta sound good. Straight up. Like, I'm not like, yeah, I'm like, come on, that shit better sound good. I'll get to what you're saying after. You know what I mean? I just gotta sound good. Yeah, it's the eye test. It's like, you better look good shooting jump shots before I take you on my team. Your form is crazy. I trained you. Yes, you did. Do tell. Because sorry, Drew. Yeah, I'm about to duck out of this. When we first met, you was a baby. And now, learning all this stuff right now that you're showing and talking and everything, you're training. Listen. I'll say this. No, that's beautiful. I'll say this. We saw you. Yeah. Before these crowds. Yeah. So what's high school together? See you here now, it's like, in my mind, it's like, nigga, if I would have put myself in his shoes, like, would I have lost my mind? You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's something that you 50-50. You fight with. Yeah. Because it's like having this much attention, like having all these, look at all these eyeballs. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because your art is fire. Thank you, man. So how do you deal with all of that bullshit? That's where the pressure comes from. That's where that pent up in it. That's where that pent up in a penthouse comes from, which is, I mean, look what I'm saying on the hook. I'm talking about like scared of success once my prefrontal cortex developed. That's so specific. You know what I'm saying? Because what I'm talking about is when I was 23 and when I was 18, I wanted the whole world to see me because I felt like I deserved it. My ego said, you need to see me to make me feel good enough about what I've been doing. Then my prefrontal cortex develops. You mix it with getting fucking spanked by society. You know what I mean? And you mix that with just understanding that, oh shit, there is pitfalls. There is negative things that come with success. All of a sudden, as a grown man now, I sit and I look at the idea of more success and I say, I'm hanging on by a thread at this level. I don't know if I want that. See, when I was 23 and I didn't know better, I said, how bad could it be? Bring it on. I don't give a shit. Cool, I don't give a fuck. Everyone, bro, I got tweets up that says haters are fake. That's how like fucking demented I was. Haters are fake. It's like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, you're just 18 with 30 followers. Like, Of course they're fake to you. You don't even, fans are fake to you. Like, what are you talking about? And so now that I'm grown, I'm like, dog, man, like this level of success, and to your point, Drew, the eyeballs on me increases the need to be perfect. It makes me feel like you can't make a mistake. That's why I got a lot of empathy for athletes. Even what you were doing in high school, man, you were hooping crazy when we were young, but still, like, to hoop like nobody's watching is a skill. Because that's mental. That's got nothing to do with your actual skills. To play like nobody's watching is the trait that every artist is trying to achieve. Because when I was 18, 19, making songs in the studio with no fans, it was easy to block out the noise because there was no noise. You know what I mean? It's easy to block out the noise at the rec. There's no noise. But when there's noise, you've never been trained to have to block out noise. And so all of a sudden, comments, this, that, like, I don't know who's been here since 2018, but like when there was like, you know what I mean? Like 200,000 retweets of like, fuck this guy. It's like, how do you block that out as like a 22-year-old who doesn't know shit about anything? You know what I mean? And so I say all that to say how I deal with it now is by acknowledging it and saying, you know what? In the past, I would have said scared. I'm not scared. I would have done all this macho, puff your chest out bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, no, I'm not scared. Yeah, you are. That's what I would have done in the past. Now I say the first line on the song of a single is, I'm scared. That to me is powerful. Coming through rap music to say, scared of success. You know what I mean? Once my prefrontal cortex developed, perfectly good opportunities feel like a setup. That's how fucked up like that shit feels. Oh man, that was the... Can you believe that people got that upset about a t-shirt? Where are we at? But that also, I know we're getting off track. We'll get back to the album, y'all. I'm sorry. That also let me know how backwards this whole shit is, right? So it's a lot of outrage for somebody calling out the romanticizing of substance abuse, but there's no outrage for the ones romanticizing substance abuse. Oh, okay, got it. I'm fucked up for saying they're fucked up. That's how you know this shit's backward. That's basically people telling you, hey, bro, we're fucked up. And we like that they're fucked up because we relate. You not being fucked up is a disgusting mirror for us. Mind your business. Hard because most people went the other way. At that moment, it was like, yeah. Thank you, man. All right, so look, I want everyone to just, I don't even need a mic right now. I want everyone to just listen to the rest of this shit, like really actively listen. Like I said, I know it's a bar, I know we're drinking and everything, but please just listen because it's my fucking life, man. So, thank you. It's been a hell of a journey. Wild. I feel like I can finally see. I just want to thank me. Yeah. I'm not letting nothing stop the motion. I use my blood, sweat, and tears as lotion. This is peak devotion. I'm in the gym with my stomach in knots. I got my family on my back. What the fuck is a squad? I can't relax, man. 7-figure payments to the tax man. The race hit the ghost. It changes colors like Pac-Man. On the road to success, there's no crash test. Thought I mapped this out back when dad was using MapQuest. I got mad stress, deadlines and lines crossed. Pull myself up by my black and Mary boots and my Jacques Mousse white socks. Happy. What's a skincare routine? This denim puffer is acne. CEOs dap me. I'm a visionary. Girl, I'm on a mission. I only got time for missionary. I gotta keep my feet moving, cause problems appear larger the longer I keep zooming. Bitch, it doesn't matter what be going on, I'm always getting to it. I ain't never gonna stop pushing. Ain't no way in hell that I can live with me if I just let you me. Still the whole goddamn shit. I'm getting through it at all times, yeah. Getting
Getting through it, had to tighten the laces from the valley, but I still got friends in high places. On the path less traveled till I reach the oasis. That's in my side of the mountain if you're feeling audacious. Seen people trip and fall when they run into greatness, so I gotta top my talk on an everyday basis. And that Red Sox fitted track cover my bases. 3-5 in the spliff, get my mind out the matrix. I was practicing patience, these guys are in trouble. Spark a J with the light at the end of the tunnel. Hey, I gotta be humble. I'm with Russ at the yoke when he get in the huddle. Just the shovel. Brand new, also step in a puddle. If you see me downtown, do it. There's a fire in my eyes. I watch it out with lighter fluid. DJ, I'm going. You know what you said? I didn't live. It's hard to not talk in these songs. That was a song once again where it's just reflecting, saying, you know what, man? I'm gonna hustle my way through the pressure and the chaos while still acknowledging it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm in the gym with my stomach in knots. I got my family on my back. What the fuck is a squat? Like, you know what I mean? Man, it's like sometimes, it's not often. Sometimes when I go to the gym and I'm able to lock in and like really go after it, it's like, dog, I'm lifting way heavier shit spiritually. You know what I mean? Like, what is this? And that was just me acknowledging it all, man. And also sort of like poking fun at how I'm not taking care of myself. Like, what's a skincare routine? This denim puffer is Acne. Like, Acne is this expensive ass designer brand that I wear sometimes, right? And so I said that intentionally to be like, what's a skincare? Like, you think I'm taking care of myself? Fuck that. I'll bury it in designer clothes and like buying myself something to make me feel better about myself. You know what I mean? It's like, it's kind of poking fun at the ways that sometimes I just, yeah, I'm dealing with this, but damn, this fucking denim puffer is fly, dog. Like, you know what I mean? And it's real. It's like, it's not something I'm proud of, but it's real. And then just from a rap standpoint, let me just like literally say, I've been sitting on a line from this song for like 2 years. To me, it's the craziest shit ever. I'll tell you why. And then we'll go on to the next one. This is just some rapper shit. I said, 7-figure payments to the tax man. The rays hit the ghost that changes colors like Pac-Man. Please let me break this down. My Rolls Royce, my Rolls Royce is outside, and it was the only car I ever wanted. I finally bought it. It's a Rolls Royce Ghost. The color of it is like dark purple, damn near like black. But when the rays hit, when the sun hits it, it like changes color. It's like purple, red, and so it was just real life raps. When the rays hit the ghost, it changes colors like Pac-Man because Pac-Man, bunch of different colored ghosts. So my ghost, when the rays. Insane, dog. Insane. But I want to say too, and I said this during this other interview. I've always rapped about my life, and I'll keep it short because I really want this next half of the album to just play. I've always rapped about my life. When I was driving my Nissan Pathfinder from 1997, I rapped about it. You know what I mean? I rap about my life. I always did. I rapped about the car I drove when it was a Nissan, and I'm rapping about my Rolls Royce. It's not to glorify a Rolls Royce. It's because I take pride in anything I have. And so I think a lot of people sometimes when they're like, man, you're talking about your car, and it's like, I've always talked about my car. It's just that back then it was a Nissan. Like, It's not like, yo, you just started rapping about your car. No, I didn't. What do you think? Ride slow is about, you know what I mean? Like, I'm pulling up at 3. It's called, like, nah, we're on the album right now, man. Come on. I appreciate y'all. Cheers to y'all.
My younger self loved getting drunk, but he misunderstood it. He made his liver handle anything his heart just couldn't. I started looking for myself, my compass constantly was spinning. A smart man looks around, a wise man looks within, yeah. I'm digging deeper, I'm trying to just stop suppressing shit. You give somebody money once, they might just start expecting it. Then resentment builds after that first time you refuse. But givers need to set boundaries, cause takers never do. I swear I'm trying, I think that's all I can do. There's no denying that old habits keep slipping through. And I know that I won't ever have it all figured out. Oh no, that's not gonna stop me from trying. I'm navigating internal chaos, don't get a day off. Sometimes I feel dead inside. Self-talks feel like a seance. Praying for the strength to investigate, not ignore. I gotta stop banging on walls, hoping they turn into a door. I'm feeling torn though. My comfort zone is now a war zone. Ashamed of my own sadness, I feel betrayed by my own hormones. I'm chasing congruency, I'm craving community. Told my girl I love you, but my life can't just be you and me. I'm trying, I think that's all I can do. There's no denying that old habits keep slipping through. And I know that I won't ever have it all figured out. Oh no, that's not gonna stop me. I'm trying. I got a problem with enabling. My family is disabling. Scared to face my demons, but when I do, it makes my angel sing. Stress cause it's the season of celebrating and grieving. The grades popping out like Liam Neeson. How long would they be open to receiving my message? I'm 32 now. If you were in the genre that I'm in, you'd worry too now. My family all relies on me. I got a fear of being seen, but for their sake, please keep your eyes on me. I swear I'm trying. I think that's all I can do. There's no denying that old habits keep slipping through. And I know that I won't ever have it all figured out. Oh no, that's not gonna stop me from trying.
Man. So that song is it's really now we're clearly setting the scene of like, yeah, all this shit that I'm celebrating on this first half of the album is real. But I also got shit I'm trying to figure out, which is life. You know what I mean? That's the duality. And even back to what I was saying with like how often we just ignore what's going on. You know, like that second verse to me is just, man, it's just like the realest shit. Like navigating internal chaos, don't get a day off. Sometimes I feel dead inside. Self-talks feel like a seance. You know what I mean? Praying for the strength to investigate, not ignore. I gotta stop banging on walls, hoping they turn into a door. I'm feeling torn though, because my comfort zone is now a war zone. Ashamed of my own sadness. I feel betrayed by my own hormones. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, this is internal conflict in the struggle, just like in music. Because that shit now, once again, I'm just all about providing context. I want everyone who listens to my music to have context of like, okay, I'm not crazy to be feeling a roller coaster of emotions. That's just life. You know what I mean? And then in the confines of this album, it's like giving you this song trying, and then you hear the rest of the shit. It's like, all right, it's grief and it's gratitude simultaneously. And you're trying to figure out how to appreciate both without losing your fucking mind. You know what I mean? That's this whole shit. So, that being said, man, let's get it. I know that that's that ain't plan. You gotta save yourself. I just can't keep swooping in. No, hold on. Can we start it again? Can we not do the fade in thing? Because some of the songs start immediately and it cuts off some of the words. Go ahead, start it again, please. Go ahead. I'm sorry I can't be Superman. I know that that's just not in your plan. But you gotta save yourself. I just can't keep swooping in. No, death of a hero, I'm hanging up the cape, and you gotta save yourself, cause I can't save you, cause it shields you from the reality of your decision making. I'm a lifeline, not a hotline. I need boundaries and individuation, cause I'm wrapped up in y'all's problems. Ask Russ, he gon' solve them. I'm over it, I can't shoulder it. Y'all's rock just a rock bottom, I'm going off the grid. Adele says she ain't lost, she is just wondering. Honoring myself, that's the first for me. I work so hard to make it work, but it just doesn't work for me anymore. I'm sorry I can't be Superman. I know that that's just not in your plan. You gotta save yourself. I just can't keep swooping in. Oh, death of a hero, I'm hanging up the cape. You gotta save yourself, cause I can't save you. But I don't know what they do. When they gonna need one more? Saturday, Monday. Think though, every grand they gon' need one more. Saturday through Sunday, Monday through Sunday. Oh, I don't hate you, I just don't know how to love you without feeling responsible to save you. Deep down, I wanna trust you. Swooping in says the opposite and it robs you of your competence. And I don't want us to resent each other. Before it's too late, let's respect each other. Oh, I'm sorry I can't be Superman. I know that that's just a plan. You gotta save yourself. I can't keep swooping in. No, it's over you. I'm hanging up the cape, and you gotta save yourself, cause I can't save you. I'm sorry, I can't. So, man, that song was about setting boundaries with your family, and this is real life, man. It's not just like, it's like it's tough to like write these songs, let alone share them. You know, uh, I have deemed myself responsible for my family's emotions since I was super, super young, and you know, walking around knocking on people's doors, "Mom, you okay?" And okay, I was that was just what I was doing from early age, and it ended up teaching me that I don't know how to love you unless I'm down in the hole with you. You know what I mean? Like, how do I love you from up here? Then I don't love you. Because if I loved you, I would be in the hole with you. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I thought. It's something that I'm very recently in the past year trying to get out of, but being emotionally enmeshed and entangled with people that you love, it provides no space for clarity. There's no space for them to foster their own competence and their own ability to deal with their own shit. Because as soon as I got money, don't even trip. Throw money at it. You know, My dad used to always tell me, like, you don't deal with problems, you just throw money at them. I said, that's how I deal with problems. What do you mean? Oh man, but my dad is smart, man. My dad called all this shit. Second I blew up and got money, and me and him had a real like tough time with it because and this is streaming live, so this is like really, just like fucking awkward and tough to talk about. But uh thank you. Um no, I think the power dynamic shifted in my family fast and nobody knew how to deal with it. I didn't know how to deal with it. I didn't handle it correctly. My family did, like, my parents didn't have money all of a sudden. Like, my dad had a job, but then he lost it and he tried to start his own thing, and that didn't work. And as it's not working and cars are getting repossessed and there's a lien on the house, like, my songs start taking off and I start going on tour. This is 2016 and I'm bringing home cash from like merch sales. This is before like I was like polished and had bank accounts to like send the money to. It's like, just give me the like merch sales and cash. I'm gonna just go home with it. And I was coming home, seriously, not even kidding, with like, June 2015, I made $100. June 2016, I made 100 grand. And so I'm coming, I'm coming home with 80 grand sometimes in cash. And I bought a money counter because I thought I was sick and just like, and like putting it on the kitchen table. And I remember counting like 80 grand with my mom and dad. No, but like in a way, it was me trying to like prove myself still. Just no, it wasn't me trying to establish my dominance. It was me trying to prove that I was good enough and that I was worthy. And I didn't have the emotional maturity at 22, 23 to look at my parents and say, hey, look, I'm living under y'all's roof. Because, like, I was still living with them. I didn't have that maturity to say, y'all tell me what to do. And, and, they could have and probably did tell me how it should have gone, but at 22, making 100 grand a month, you can't tell me shit. And that's the fucked up thing with it. And so I say all that to say it caused a really big strain in me and my dad's relationship because all of a sudden I'm paying my sister's rent and I'm paying this and he felt just shoved out. And and then, just everything, man, just like feeling like anything that my mom was going through emotionally was my responsibility to fix. And my dad told me right when I got money, he said, good luck. He said, you'll learn there's nothing you can do and there's no amount of money you can spend that can fill a hole in somebody. And I say, yeah, right. Watch this. And 10 years, 9 years later, I'm like, damn, you were right. And so, and that's what Superman is about, is me just saying, like, even thinking about, like, the first line is, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry I can't be super, because I still feel bad that, like, I'm sorry that no matter what I bought and did can actually fill the hole of whatever. I don't know what's missing. People got shit from their childhood, our parents included, that like, everyone is living in a suspended anticipation that money and success is going to be what does it for them. And you get to live in this ignorance is bliss standpoint because most people will never touch it, but they live in this suspended anticipation that, well, once I get it, it'll all be good. And since most never get it, they just get to live in like, yeah, but once I get there, it'll be good. And then whoever has it, when they start doing the whole money's not everything, and then people don't have are like, yeah, all right, give me the fucking $1 million, bro. I don't want to hear you fucking bitching about it. And it's not me bitching about it. I get y'all's POV. Financial security is a worthy goal to chase, you know? But if you got shit from childhood, if you got things that you need to work on that money can't fix, $1 million is gonna make you pissed off after you spend it. Because you'll be like, damn, what? $1 million couldn't fucking pay to have my trauma resolved? No, no. You're still, the body keeps the score. Your body still feels unsafe from when you were 5. You know what I mean? So for me with my mom, I've learned that, like, first of all, it is a visceral feeling I get when I think about how worried I am about my mom because of conversations we've had and how sensitive I know she is. And she's such a beautiful person and I love her. Um, but, you know, we've had real conversations, which I get to on this album, that really make me concerned for her well being, you know? And so I always felt like I have to jump into the hole with you because otherwise you'll think I abandoned you. Even if me being in the hole with you is so toxic. It's like, all right, now we're both here. Now what? You know, you're sad. Okay, I'm sad too. Like, okay, now what? You know? And so I jump in there and it is what it is, but it's that's why that first verse uh talking about needing boundaries and individuation. I need to learn how to love somebody with boundaries while saying, that sounds really tough. And I'm here for you. Let me know what you need. You know, that's different than, okay, I'm here. I'm jumping down into the hole with you. What's up? What are we doing? You know what I mean? Now I'm frantic. You're frantic. I'm frantic. You're sad. I'm sad. It's like, I can't even help you, you know? And that took a long time to get to. So Superman is the introduction of setting a boundary with family, which is just tough, man. So that being said, we'll go to the next song. And then this is just, let me pause it. Because the reason why, like, you would think after Superman that a song like Worried should play. But the reason why I went directly from conflict with my family on Superman to conflict with my girl on this next song, Tell Me Who, is to show people that, like, my life's all over the place because all of our lives are all over the place. Like, the shit we're celebrating, the shit that we're proud of. We're in a fucking argument with our family. At the same time, we're in an argument with our girl. And we're telling our girl, like, dog, like, God, man, shit. God, like, you know, you're just fucking pissed off. You're not even pissed off at her. You're pissed off at the conflict in your life. And you only get more pissed off at conflict in your life post having money, because before you have money, you think that money is the answer to avoid conflict. And it's not. It's not. Do you think that, oh, because you have $2 million right now, you think that if you're rude to your girl, she's not going to get upset? You think that she's not going to say, hey, the way you talk to me and that reactivity isn't cool with me? You think that's not going to happen because, like, yeah, but babe, we're like in a nice hotel room now. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm just saying, like, that's real life. Because a lot of people think it's like, let me just get some M's and there won't be any more arguments. Good luck. Good luck. So play this next song, man. Is there something going on? Yes, man. I'm tripping. Wait, pause it again. I thought it was Tell Me Who. It's How'd You Do It. No. Honestly, like, I just convinced myself that the track list could have been different. So the name of this song is How'd You Do It? And seriously, after Superman talking about setting a boundary with my family, this next song is sort of like an I Love You Boy Part 2. I don't know how many people heard Santiago and all that, but I Love You Boy was me finally acknowledging and understanding my younger self. How'd You Do It is me being proud of him for the first time. So.
Tell me how to put it on for me. If I could ask for anything, anything. Your world exploded, how'd you not implode? How'd you effortlessly juggle every single role? You were only 23, that's when most people leave. You stay behind to give your family the support that they need. That was selfless. How'd you do it with no help? I feeling helpless. How'd you stick to the plan? People who didn't lift a finger, how'd you give them a hand? How'd you keep on making hits while shit was hitting the fan? You took the ground, you didn't flee. It was 2016. You navigated the business without a business degree. Didn't have a random child or get hooked on drugs. People tried to pull you down, but you just pushed on, huh? I'm proud of you. It's clear now that I'm through it. If I saw you right now, I would ask how'd you do it. You did the right thing. It's clear now that I'm through it. If I saw you right now, I would ask how'd you do it for real.
So that was me talking to 23-year-old me, and then this next verse, it's 23-year-old me asking me now how'd I do. Came from a therapy exercise of just let me talk to myself.
You brought dad a house to finally understand his perspective. How'd you reconcile with him and let go of resentment? How'd you finally realize that mom's emotions aren't yours? How'd you build a life that doesn't just revolve around toys? You're authentically yourself, man, I'm dying to be. You found solace in the spotlight that was blinding to me. You got a girlfriend and 2 dogs. How'd you find someone you trust? How'd you build a connection with her that's deeper than lust? You got fit, how the fuck did you cut back on the liquor? All your interviews are grounded, you don't come off so bitter. You finally got a therapist to help you carry your struggles. I dug a hole, you got us out, and then you buried the shovel. How'd you even find the courage to acknowledge it? How'd you find humility without losing your confidence? I'm proud of you. I see it clearer than when you sit. If I could ask you anything, I'd ask you how'd you do it for real? For me. If I tell me.
Go ahead, run that one into the next one.
Whoever they are won't do it like I do. So don't close the door, baby. So what, we fight? You know that I love you, and I'm pretty sure you love me, right? Doggy style, drive me wild, look at me with puppy eyes. Spend 100K on you and barely flinch. I help you with your dreams, cause that's some scary shit. Where we slip is we forget that we both on the same team. We both need to show each other what the fuck safe means. Probably without saying fuck, person triggers you. Cause now I'm about to get the shutdown, won't listen you. Never get sick of you, I flew us to so many places. You're the most beautiful, trust me, I've seen so many faces. Accountability chases, we used to duck and dodge. Now we stand still and say, yo, that was my fault. We grew together, did therapy on Zoom together. There's always gonna be room for us to be doing better. We're so addicted to point out what's been going wrong. And all I ask is show some love to everything else going on. Tell me whoever they are won't do it like I do. And you know. Don't close the door on us, babe, please. Yeah, so what, we fight? You know that I love you and I'm pretty sure you love me, right? Doggy style, drive me wild, look at me with puppy eyes. You don't ask for help, I just lend it. How ironic, I'm dating Mrs. Independent. I inspire you to get it, cause I get it still. You from Indianapolis, you not from Evansville. I took you to a Pacers game, my shoes are on the maple. We go to Aspen in December, we go to Turks in April. Probably sip a little rum. I help you with your friends, I've been right about every single one. I know you hate to hear it, I know I push you over the edge, and at my best, I confess, I'ma take you near it. You make my spirit feel free, though forgive me, I don't want anyone be while we argue in Sydney. We're so addicted to pointing out what's been going wrong, and all I ask is show some love to everything else going on. Tell me who's gonna put it like me. Whoever they are won't do it like I do. Ain't nothing don't close the door, please. Once again, just show like this past year, man, it's been a lot of like having to accept the challenges in my life uh, personally while still accepting or still celebrating the good things going on in my career. So like challenges with my girl, challenges with my mom and you know, celebrating what's going on in my life. That's why it's so funny when people are like, oh, like, what do you mean? Like, you got $1 million? Like, it's like, okay, like, do you want me to just stare at my bank account while I'm having an argument with my girl? Like, do you think that that all of a sudden is like, oh, we're good? Oh my God. How did I not think of this earlier? So, like, while my mom's crying, I should have just been holding up my bank account like this. You know what I mean? Like, some people are just like, come on, dog. Like, it's real life. It's real people. It's real. It's just real emotions. You know. Anyone in here who's ever gotten a promotion, did that eliminate arguments? No, it probably made more. You know what I mean? So it's yeah, Tell Me Who is just it's that sort of just like to me it's damn near the prettiest song on the album because it's just that kind of like conflict is unavoidable, man. But I pick you, you know? It's all about who do you want to do conflict with though? And I think I'm not an expert on relationships by any means, but I think a lot of relationships don't last because they think that conflict is the sign of the end. And it's like if you have depth with someone, conflict is going to happen. Just pick who you want to fight with. That's it. And now learn how to fight from a healthy standpoint, but like if you think that nah, man, we shouldn't be fighting, like you're just not the one. You're in for a rude awakening. You know, anyone you find, you're gonna have conflict with. So let's run it, man. Go to the next one. So this song right here is about my mom, and with all the context I've given, you can understand probably why this was the hardest song for me to write ever, ever. I'm worried about you, I cannot stop, cause you love something that I can't lose. And it's been like this for a long time, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. About you, I cannot stop, cause you love something that I can't lose. And it's been like this for a long time, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I've been handcuffed to your fears for years, wiped out, but I still wipe your tears. You spiral and I spiral with you. It's not your fault, I'm in a cycle with you. How can I break free? Without you thinking I abandoned you? If I live my own life You hate me, tell me you hurt yourself, my crazy. I sent a text at 2 p.m. on a Friday. If I don't hear it back by 4, I'm about to Florida in a Porsche. Fuck calling anymore, I'm in your driveway. Constantly frantic, obviously panic, cause I'm just playing your word. You told me that you don't know why you're still here, so of course I'm assuming the word. Something that I can lose. It's been like this for a long time, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I can't stop, 'cause you know something that I can't lose. And it's been like this for a long time, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah. I don't wanna break your heart. I think it's been broke for a minute. If I knew who did it, I would kill my bitch. For a while I thought it was dead, and maybe it was, but I'm thinking that it goes further back. It's far in the past. I'm helpless, mom. I've given all that I had, and it didn't work. So now what? I gotta find a solution. Cause I don't want me and you ever at odds. But if that's what it takes for improvement, I guess I'm okay with it. The kids have been making this verse hard to read off my phones, but at this point I'm saying shit. I love you, I hate that I'm making. Something that I can't lose. And it's been a long time, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I can't stop, 'cause you love something that I can't lose. And it's been like this for a long time, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I wish somebody told me that you would be alone. So fragile, if the clouds cast a shadow, I can travel to the moon, show you the sun. Reservation, separation, detonation, communication, manipulation, sedimentation.
Um, so yeah, that's a song about feeling very scared about your mom hurting herself and feeling that's why I want y'all to listen to the lyrics, you know what I mean? I'm like, would you hurt yourself? My crazy. I sent a text at 2 p.m. on a Friday. If I don't hear back by 4, I'm about to Florida in a Porsche. Fuck calling anymore. I'm in your driveway. Constantly frantic, obviously panic, because I'm just replaying your words. You told me that you don't know why you're still here, so of course I'm assuming the worst. Like, that's just telling y'all a fucking scene that's happened a million times where I'm so worried that if I text her at 2 and I don't hear back by 4, I'm pulling up, you know, because of the conversations we've had where you've said you don't know why you're still here, you know? And that's why I didn't even want to make this song. That's why I said on the second verse, I hate that I'm making this song because I'm worried about you. And if you hear this song, you're going to be upset. And then I'm going to have to worry about you because you're upset. You know what I mean? Like, so that's why this was the hardest song to write, because it's a song I wrote knowing that my mom was going to be upset hearing it, and it was going to just fuel me being worried the whole thing. So, yeah, tough. Next one.
Yeah, this heated floor is made out of my lost marbles. Heard I'm getting M's, it's crazy, we shopped at Marshalls. I don't like Marvel movies, but shit is cool, cause my self-doubt drowned is dead. I'm in my pool trying to get tan. I got my feet up like a cake stand. My mom's wrist looks like a festival, it's 10 bands. I'm Rembrandt, the way I used to paint the sky with the Dutch smoke. I smelled like 20 bucks in Dove soap. Now I smell like $7 million wires. Got so many voices in my head, could start a choir. Working on accepting the coexistence of good and bad. If I can see the good in me, then I can can see the good in that. Me and my brother going through it, I'm hurting. It's hard to empathize and separate behavior from person. So I shame him like my dad did. Trying to celebrate accomplishments while dealing with some bullshit is the average day of mine. But I'm wasting time trying to stop the shit, cause longing for a life without suffering is what causes it. So I acknowledge all of it inside the studio, from losing a best friend to landing a lead movie role. The good, bad, and in between, cheers to all three. They taught me more than any teachers ever taught me. Got out of state, then a couple months at Kennesaw. I dipped, I live a sweet life. I went and found my Brenda song. Me out in London with Ed Sheeran and Jim Connor. My self-belief's been absolute. I used to drink vodka. I'm pissed I gotta deal with family drama constantly. Business partners fucking up. My girl wants to talk to me. She said that I was being rude. I said probably. I'm going through a lot. That's no excuse, but I'm honestly suffocating, spiraling, trying to fix it all. Maybe peace of mind is when you don't resist it all. Yeah. So that song right there is called Embrace, and it came when it did in the track list as sort of before I go down the rabbit hole of the problems all the way. Embrace was me taking a step back and saying, maybe peace of mind is when you don't resist at all. You know what I mean? Like maybe I need to just embrace the beauty and the bullshit instead of always trying to fight off all the bullshit. Because my life is just supposed to be beautiful. You know, it's like, man, I'm wasting a lot of bandwidth and energy on trying to make my life perfect. You know, maybe I should just embrace it. So that's why that song came right there, like right after some heavy shit. Because like it's to show the growth of, all right, well, I can pull myself out of the hole when I start getting in the weeds too much. You know, like let me chill, let me embrace it, man. So yeah, that's Embrace. That was the first song that got made for the album, by the way. So go ahead, next one. I so late so soon. You were just 22, trying to figure out what you were gonna do. It's December and it was just you. You're so consumed with what you haven't done. Your to-do list badgers you like UW Madison. Got you trying to slap someone. Got you so distracted from the fact that you got bread ass for time, but all you have is crumbs. Burying your problems makes your anger bloom. Not trying to rock the boat, I'm here to anchor you. Oh, trying to tell you that I'm alright. Something on your mind. Yeah, you thought adulting would be fun and easy. 30K in debt from chasing dreams. Of course, you're fucking sleepy. Overwhelmed, you rolling weed, a temporary fix. You need capital to beat the storm like January 6th. Now you doing shit that isn't you, but you want comfy living. You don't mind the bags under your eyes if they got money in them. And your 20s slipping, trying to hold on tight. It happens over time, not overnight. Till then, alright. Just one trust me. There's something on your mind. Your mind right now. Oh man. Yo. So when you look at like
the track list and it starts with the good and all that, and then it goes into some of the challenges, and then it pulls out and says, I just need to embrace it all. It goes right into this song right now, which is just a fucking plead to myself and to my girl to just be present. You know, so that first verse is me talking to myself. You're so distracted with what you haven't done. Your to-do list badgers you like UW Madison, got you trying to slap someone, got you so distracted from the fact that you got bread. They ask for time, but all you have is crumbs. You know what I mean? Because you're so like, no, 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 I got too much shit I'm trying to do. And it's like, that hook is just me saying to myself, like, I'm right here, right now. No one else. Like, I think all of us, we get so hell-bent on what we haven't done, and we feel like there's not enough hours in the day to accomplish everything we want to do. And all of a sudden we wake up and we're like, when did it get to be 2025? And it's like, yeah, because you weren't there. You were here. You were in 2025 and 2018. And so, like, it is a fine line and a balance of being ambitious and being present, because I have goals. I want to set my intentions. I'm ambitious, but dog, I know all of y'all feel like, where's the fucking time going? And I think that we all need a little bit more intentional focus on the present moment in our lives. You know, just need it, man. Like, just little things remind you of it, man. I look at my little dogs, they're like 5 years old. I'm like, I just got you, you know? And that overwhelming feeling like life is passing you by and you weren't there for any of it is where this song came from. It's just this crippling feeling like I'm spinning out of control. Go ahead. And just feeling like that's a dad joke. My dad would have loved that joke, Drew. One time I put my dad on camera, he was like, you heard of losing control. He's out of control. Nice, Dad. um, but right now is just, it's that whole just cliche, man. Be here right now, man. Right now is happening. And sometimes I start getting stressed out and paranoid about the moment fleeting. And so I want to grab the moment. That was my perspective, was, well, I'll just squeeze the moment for everything I can. And then it's like, that's not the way you honor the moment. The way you honor the moment is by contributing all of yourself to the moment. It's giving to the moment. It's not trying to take from it. It's not trying to, like, me sit here and look at everyone in the eyes and really try my best to absorb everyone's presence. The way I honor the moment is by giving everything I have in me to the moment, you know? And that's where that song came from, man. Let's run it. Next one. It's the greatest relationship problem song ever, man. I love this song. You know everything about me. I know everything about you. You don't wanna live without me. I don't wanna live without you. That's why we gotta stay together. You can't keep leaving. Expect me to believe in it. You want forever. Said I love you more than you love me. Tell me that you're down, but you want frankly. Oh. Can't keep leaving, expect me to believe you want forever. We don't know how to fight, girl, we amateurs. We get defensive, start forgetting the parameters. We spiral down the stairs, we need guidance, where's the banister? Now we gonna spend the next 48 being janitors, mopping up the mess that we made. Who calls who first? Chopping at the bit, but shit, my tooth hurts. We should've let the dust settle. Instead of screaming, popping blood vessels. Fighting dirty, girl, we mud wrestle. You know everything about me. I know everything about you. You don't wanna live without me. I don't wanna live without you. That's why we gotta stay together. You can't keep leaving, expect me to believe that you want.
Can't keep leaving, expect me to believe in it, you want forever. We don't wanna be each other's exes while we crossing lines. And our love may not be 6 feet under yet, but shit is 5'10". We on different pages, we misread each other. We see red, we don't see each other. We completely under the spell of our upbringing. While we're still afloat, let's decide if we're done sinking. We need resolution, regulation, and respect. Cause I'm coming at your character, you coming at your man. You know everything about me. I know everything about you. You don't wanna live without me. I don't wanna live without you. That's why we gotta stay together. You can't keep leaving, expect me to believe in it, you want forever. Tell me that you're down, but you authentically. Oh. Can't keep leaving, expect me to believe in it forever. So look, right? This is what I mean in real life. Unfortunately, uh, this is what I mean when I say conflict is unavoidable. Number one, pick who you want to do conflict with, and number two, pick the conflict you're willing to have. Because look, right? Look around the room, right? You could date that person and you guys are going to fight over this and they're going to handle it this way. You pick that person, you're going to fight over this and they're going to handle it this way. So some people, like, you're just not willing to have conflict about that with. And that's a standard where it's like, yeah, I'm not going to fight over that, so you're out, right? Or the way you handle it isn't good for me. But a conflict me and my girl have, man, is just like the on and offness sometimes. I don't know how many people in here deal with like it's a bit of a trauma response sometimes where you get in conflict and the response is to storm out and break up. You know what I mean? And that's where this song came from, which is you can't keep leaving, expect me to believe in that you want forever, you know? And man, I'm just like, oh no, dog. Like the way this shit sounds and everything I'm saying, like this to me was my sleeper pick on the album as like what I thought was going to be the biggest, and right now is doing the most streams. And it's song 17, you know what I mean? Or 16 or some shit. But I just love, like, I just love how honest it is, man. And for there to still be raps and it's like poetically narrates conflict in a relationship. First verse is, we don't know how to fight, girl, we amateurs. But that's growth because I didn't say you don't know how to fight. You know, I said we. That's the accountability, which is the path towards resolution. No accountability, there's no path towards liberation. So for me, it's like, we don't know how to fight, girl, we amateurs. We get defensive, start forgetting the parameters. We spiral down the stairs. We need guidance. Where's the banister? Now we're gonna spend the next 48 being janitors. What? Mopping up the mess that we made. Who calls who first? Chomping at the bit, but shit, my tooth hurts. Dog, like, that's that shit came from I went to Wyoming to just like hook up and make songs for 3 days back in February. And I'm sitting in the snow and I'm just dolo in the hotel room. Me and my girl had just gotten a fight. I'm sitting in the hotel room. We're not talking. I'm making this shit. And it's like chomping at the bit, but shit, my tooth hurts because it's that feeling which all of us have felt, which is I want to call you and resolve this, but I'm hurt and you got me fucked up. So I'm chomping at the bit, but shit, my tooth hurts. Instead of fighting, we should have just let the dust settle. Instead of screaming, popping blood vessels, fighting dirty girl, we mud wrestle. Why? Because you know everything about me. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, it's like fighting with the person that knows you the best is the worst. Though. It's like, God damn, man. God, you know all my shit. You know what I mean? And this was my song of taking a step back and saying, look, babe, it's us. It's not you. It's not me. It's us. We got shit we got to work on. We don't want to be each other's exes. Why are we crossing lines then? Our love may not be 6 feet under yet, but shit is 5'10". You know what I mean? Like, yo, we're about right there. About over with.
I mean, dog, I don't know, man. Whatever, man. It's like, it's so crazy. Like, the older I get, just the more clarity I have in my life and the more effective of a communicator I can be through my music. Because I have clarity on what I'm feeling, what I'm going through. And it's just, this song for me was just so clearly put. Like, I feel like it's one of those songs that everyone just gets, you know? So I love it, man. Next song. Oh, this song right here, man. Turn this up, man, please.
There is no such thing as being ready, just start moving. This is new terrain and I don't recognize my shoe print. Life without a blueprint, I'm disoriented. Triple texting God like, can you tell me how the story's ending? I'm 47 seconds out from cutting everybody off. I'm not lying in my 16, shout out Jared Goff. Tear the cloth I'm cut from. Weave a brand new fabric. Clearer I can see the past. The more I know I'm past. Drive home. Wait at the door for me all night. My mind is in a cycle. She told me that it's gonna be alright. And boy, I gotta go now. Said if boy, I gotta go now. I'm in the process of untethering, holding myself hostage. I'm in the process of surrendering. I'm trying to make my soul lighter. My journey's my muse. I view my therapist as my ghostwriter. My future and my past been looking at me like we both tired. Let go now, all that stress so piled up, piled up. Take a breath, don't drown, slow the tempo down, you know. You know.
Oh my God. Let me tell you about that song right there, bro. That song and that hook specifically, when I'm saying I got a long drive home, she's waiting by the door for me all night. I'm personifying the part of me that's waiting up and waiting for me to get back to my comfort zone. And just visualizing that part of me like it's this woman standing at the door, looking through the blinds, just checking to see when I'm coming home. And that's why the second half of the chorus is me saying, if I'm going, I gotta go now. And it's about me leaving my comfort zone. And there's a really beautiful reconciliation that happens in the chorus with myself and the personified version of me where I say, she told me that it's gonna be all right. That's me, like that's a big step, man. That's me telling myself, go. You can go. You know what I mean? Also shackled to what's familiar. We're so shackled to what feels comfortable, whether it's the town you live in, whether it's your friends that you know are fucking no good for you, whether it's behaviors, mindsets you have that you know aren't serving you. We're so shackled to them because we're scared of the unknown. We're scared of what happens if I don't have this safety net anymore. And Cyclone is just trying to capture that feeling of like, even the production, it just feels like we're floating and like, yeah, man, like my mind's in a cyclone. Like I don't know what to do, but there's a part of me that's saying, I'm waiting for you to come home, only to tell you, go. You have my blessing to go. Go after everything you want in life. I've held you back long enough to rock out. You know, so that whole song is a conversation with myself, man. That's why, like, opening line is there is no such thing as being ready. Just start moving. But this is new terrain and I don't recognize my shoe print. It's like, fuck, man, how do I move when I don't know what this path looks like? But you gotta fucking move your feet regardless. You know what I mean? So That's Cyclone. That's one of my favorite songs I've ever made, man. Go ahead. This shit right here is
the crazy people.
yeah, cause this I need everyone to really hear this shit. This is in an album about my inner world. It was important for me to tell everyone about the chaos going on in my outer world to provide context. And it was scary. It was scary to make, it's scary to share because I said it on social media earlier, but we live in this time where we're not able to have disagreements and still maintain a relationship. You know, it's like you see social media and like if you like this artist or if you like this thing or that thing, it's all this combativeness and it's well, fuck you then. Everything is so divided and fragmented and you know, so it was scary for me to share my opinion on society knowing that. But this song, it was off the album. We added it back on. We took it off. We added it back on because it was just fear. It was just like, really? I'm about to make a song critiquing America? Oh my God, okay. And so this song is called West, and it's just, it's about the West, about America. It's my thoughts on it, man. Let's get it.
No one sees the crazy people. I see girls gone wild. Is it just on TV now? Just look down. Men are gambling away their rent checks, fighting for the right to be degenerates. Wow, the West is wild. We always on the phone, but our life's on hold. Endless scroll till the lights go low. Yeah, yeah. Pixels burying our sense of self. Joking till the end, we need help. Virtual vices and hollow pursuits. Dark police patrol say there's only one truth. Allowed here. Wisdom thrown away, experience wasted. Echo chambers ring, we love hatred. Generation numb by the noise, devoid of any real life joys, yeah. Bubble of comfort, keeping up comes first. Trying to just escape and avoid. Loyal to a logo, but not your own bro though. It's hard to have faith in us. Twisted ideals, what's fake is called real. Oh, no one sees the crazy people. I see girls go wild. Is it just on TV now? Just look down. And the way the red checks fighting for the right to be the generous. Wow, West is wild. Culture's at war, it's a fractured land. AR-15s in a psychopath's hands. Yeah, yeah. Pleasure seekers trying to run from the pain. Pussy Percocet and parlay. Dominant narrative of cultural might. Distort the history of anyone who's not white. Yeah, yeah. Take their own, they're demonized by the West. Fight for freedom, we call them a threat. Doing anything to get paid. Moral compasses thrown away, yeah. Nation in denial, truth is on trial. Lies walk free, oh no. Podcast voodoo, relationship gurus. Sensationalism pays the bills. Quick to condemn, slow to understand, oh no. No one sees the crazy people. I see girls go wild. Is it just on TV now? Just look down. Men are gambling away their rent checks, fighting for the right to be degenerates. Wow, West is wild. No one sees the crazy people. I see girls go wild. It's just on TV now. Just look down. Men are gambling away the rent checks, fighting for the right to be degenerates. Wow, West is wild.
Man. There's a lot in that one, man. There's a lot in that. And I don't know about anyone else, but every once in a while I zoom out and I look at the world and I'm like, does nobody else see how fucking insane this is? Like, I remember being 11 years old and at night at 2 a.m., like as an infomercial, you would see Girls Gone Wild, and it was blurred, and you were like, whoa. Now it's like just scroll on your phone in your hand, and you'll see 30 times raunchier than that. You know? You said go to Walmart? Holy shit. That's crazy. And even the fucking sports gambling shit is bonkers to me. It's bonkers to me because I remember, and Drew, I'm sure you probably remember it too, but I remember just sitting with my dad in the living room, and he would just always have on Sports Center. And we would just watch Sports Center, and we would just watch games, and that was that. Just for the love of like watching sports. Gee, because I don't know, you like sports. And now Sports Center is promoting like Stephen A. Smith's bet picks for the night at minus 200 odds. Like, what? Are you fucking insane? Can't beat them, join them, I guess. Why are we like, I had somebody tweet me the other day. They said, dog, you're really a grown man and sit around and watch sports for the love of sports? Loser. I was like, whoa. We have lost it as a society. We have lost it. We have lost it. This is why you get a bunch of fucking dweebs at fucking sports games. Because y'all don't like sports, y'all like making money. Get your dweeb ass away from sports. You're a loser, dog. Like, you're a loser. Let me look you directly in the camera. You're a loser, bro. You're a loser. If you can't just enjoy sports because you like watching greatness and people be ill at the thing that they've mastered, you need to have some money on the line, you're a loser, bro. Hate to break it to you. Hate to break it to you. For real. For real. Like, what happened to the game I love, man? Like, goddamn, dog. We used to just watch, like, I remember in high school going over to my boy's house and watching LeBron just hit a 3 against, like, Hito Turkoglu on the Magic to win. We were just watching it. It was just sick to watch it. Now it's like you see people and they're like, why would I watch it if I'm not betting money on it? Because you like it. You fucking maniac. Are you okay? Like, guess where that goes? I'm not going on the date unless there's odds on if they sleep with me. What's the under? You know what I mean? Like, does everything in your life need to have money involved in it? Do you need to win at every, like, you know what I mean? Relax, bro. Some things you can just enjoy because you enjoy them. Like, god damn, man, what happened, bro? And so this is what I mean when I start looking around at the world, like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about? Like, the absurdity keeps getting increased. And what's absurd is newsworthy. But when I was 12, absurd was this. And this was newsworthy. I'm 32 now. This is like, they're not even going to bat an eye at this. Now it takes this to be newsworthy. And what do you think that tells kids? It tells kids, be ridiculous. Be ridiculous. Because if you want attention, if you want to be seen, if you want to feel valuable, you need to be absurd. And sorry, 10 years ago, absurd was down here. Now it's up here. Now crank it up a notch, you know? And it's just, it's chaos, man. It's chaos. So that song, West, is the second to last song on the album. I put it towards the end to just sort of like give this context and juxtaposition of like, I'm dealing with all this other stuff internally and in my own bubble. And when I'm like, oh, let me take a break from dealing with my shit. And I go look at the world, I'm like, never mind. Like, that's right, you guys are fucking insane. I'll go back into my insane world. You know, it's just crazy, man. So I'm sure this live will go over well. That segment should do pretty well. I can't wait for those comments. You don't like America? Leave. Okay. Literally. If you don't like it, leave. We can get into that, but probably best we don't. Even though the last thing I'll say is America was stolen. There was people living here That's not a hot take. It's like, there was people here, we murdered them, and then said, this is ours. And then said, anyone else, though, come in peace and legally, might I add. We, above that, we're allowed to steal and murder. Rest of y'all, come in peace. You know what that's like? That's like you living in a house. I break in your house, murder you, say it's my house now. Your family says, we want our house back. And you say, not by violence, and you better do it through the legal systems. It's like, are you okay? You're gaslighting the entire world into thinking that this is yours. And if what you're trying to say is, this is how history has gone, may the strongest man and the strongest conqueror win. Okay, well then, when you get violence back, what are you surprised about? You took this thing via violence and you're telling other people not to be violent towards you. It's like, at least be real about it. Be like, yo, look, to be honest, the way I'm sitting here, I murdered a bunch of people. You want to sit here and you try to murder me? Makes sense. Have at it. But I'm prepared. Say that. I would respect that so much more. Anyway, that should go well. Let's go to the last song.
Listen, yeah. I gotta be direct, but also give direction. Yeah. I'm trying to disconnect, but still maintain connection. Pass your perception,
Hold on, stop
please
it,
don't
right?
reason with me.
I didn't even realize how perfect that fucking rambling was into this, because what this song is about. This is a song called Lonely Road. This was a tough song for me to write as well. People are getting up there, leaving. I'm kidding. I know you're going to the bathroom. No, I know. That's my insecurity saying you shouldn't have said that. Lonely Road, the last song on the album, was a tough song for me to write because the first verse was me writing about the necessary relationship dynamic between artist and audience, which is, I need to have autonomy with the audience. I was talking about it earlier, I can't look at y'all and think that I'm gonna be a leader. I gotta do what I think is true and do what I think is real. And that's what being a leader is. And I think a lot of my fans fuck with me because I walk my path. And even if it seems controversial or whatever, at least I'm walking my path, and maybe it makes you feel like you can walk yours. But with that being said, it's like, it's terrifying to walk this lonely road and want people to be with you, but understanding that part of what comes with being like a leader and an artist, in my opinion, is going past the point of the average person's perception. And the loneliness that comes with that, which is, hey, trust me, y'all, like, this is what's over here. And I'm just trying to give you all the truth. I'm trying to give you my truth, and I'm just trying to like be a leader. So this whole first verse, it was tough because I'm writing it, talking to my fans. And that's why I'm coming out saying, I gotta be direct, but also give direction. I'm trying to disconnect, but still maintain connection. Past your perception, please don't reason with me. I've burned the t-shirts from the places you're still dreaming to see. This is the embodiment of autonomy with the audience, humanizing the godliness, finding faith in the fogginess. It might not be obvious, but I'm reluctant because one of my biggest fears is being someone people used to fuck with. But I face that fear a lot. I hope it's losing power. Part of me is dead. Y'all missed the viewing hours. The part of me that's responsible for introducing us. Run it, man. It's scary to just tell people I'm gonna do what the fuck I wanna do. It's tough, man. Thank you, bro.
Listen, yeah. I gotta be direct, but also give direction. I'm trying to disconnect, but still maintain connection. Past your perception, please don't reason with me. I burn the t-shirts from the places you're still dreaming to see. It's the embodiment of autonomy with the audience. Humanizing the godliness, finding faith in the fogginess. Might not be obvious, but I'm reluctant. It's one of my biggest fears is being someone people used to fuck with. But I face that fear a lot, I hope it's losing power. Part of me is dead, y'all missed the viewing hours. He didn't get to say goodbye, well that makes two of us. A part of me that was responsible for introducing us. He's still with me, he's just not behind the wheel no more. He's in the backseat yelling, no one keeps it real no more. Fear of disappointing people got me too reserved. It's a lonely road when you going after what you deserve. For real. Yeah. It's a lonely road when you the only one you know with money. I really wish that they could feel me, but the subject's touchy. My beard is scruffy, I've been up all night just plying shit since back when the Atlanta Hawks had Vladimir Radmanovich. The soul earner, familial role reverser. Missed all my job, I don't talk to my co-workers, the pro surfer. Dealing with a wave of emotions. Probably why I'm playing Frank Ocean. But this is what comes with it. The cost is isolation, but I'm okay with funding it. The journey of a thought leader, middle name James, but that's not why my bond's deeper. Open up the doors that were closed like a shopkeeper. Who do I turn to? When I move, they turn to. Walking through hell in my Mason Margiela church shoes. Does God have a curfew? Cause every night around 1 a.m. I'm up waiting just to hear him say, yo, Russ, I heard you.
Appreciate y'all, man. And the reason why I wanted to end the album with that song is because it's the ultimate individuation, breaking free, liberation song. It's like, you know what? In order for me to live up to my potential and live a fulfilled life, I have to operate with autonomy, with emotional sovereignty. I can't base my decisions off of, well, how's my mom gonna feel about this? How are my fans gonna feel about this? I have to make decisions that I'm happy with. And doing that is lonely. That is the lonely road that you walk as somebody who is making decisions that they know they have to make, even if other people don't understand them. So that's why I say it's a lonely road when you're going after what you deserve. It's like, this is like, in my opinion, gonna take me into the next album. You know what I mean? Whatever that is. So I appreciate y'all for coming out. Thank you for listening to the album. Thank you for listening to me ramble. Everyone watching live, I hope you're still here watching and that you haven't blocked me. If you have, you wouldn't even see this right now. I think we're gonna get to like 10 questions and then we'll call it a night or day or evening or whatever. Okay, there's a microphone on this side, so if you got a question. Come on, we've already had conversations. No, but we've already talked.
Test.
So what? Lucky? Funky. Oh, I found myself, man. Yeah. It took a long time.
We used to sit on the bench.
Hi, Russ.
Hey, that's that little white nigga sitting right there next to me.
Hi, Russ.
How you doing?
How are you?
I'm good.
So before I ask this question, I want to
preface with I'm aware you're not a therapist and I've gone to years of therapy. Just had to preface that.
Yeah.
So as someone that grew up with a mother that you have to worry about now, I'm a mother of 4. And
What?
yes, I had my kids before.
You look like you're 21. How old are you? Sorry.
I'm 27. So thank you. But I had my kids before I was not a kid myself. I had kids when I was a kid. So as someone that is very depressed and trying to work through that, how do you tell a mother to not affect their kids? Like, I'm trying not to fuck up my kids in the best way to say that.
Well, I appreciate you prefacing it with, I know you're not a therapist, because it takes the pressure off of me. Russ, tell me how to be a mother.
I just know that you grew up with it. So.
Well, what I would say first is you're gonna fuck up your kids.
Yes, absolutely.
That's the definite.
Yep.
Right? 2 is the best thing you could do, I think, as a mother, is learn how to regulate your nervous system.
Yeah.
Because you teach your kids how to regulate themselves.
Yep.
And if you're fucking frantic and all out of whack, they're gonna be frantic and out of whack. And you know what comes with that.
Yep.
So the best thing you could do for them is get right with you, I think, if that's your concern.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
And that to me is tough because I'm working on trying to figure out how to regulate. It's breathing, it's this, it's that.
Yes.
It's like,
Yeah.
how many fucking times can I breathe? I'm still pissed off. Like,
Right.
Jesus Christ, man. This meditation isn't working.
Yes. Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate the answer.
I appreciate you. Best of luck with everything.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
Mine's not as deep.
That's okay.
Mine's just about music. I know your song Fire came out a couple years ago, and
Yeah.
I genuinely loved
Oh,
that.
thank
It was
you.
very different from what you do.
Yeah.
So, do you plan to do any more type of music like that?
I
aside
think
from-
right now is kind of that same DNA, sort of in that like soft rock, early 2000s, 05, 06, like Keen and fucking Coldplay and The Fray and just like, you know, all that shit I grew up on. Like, I tried to find a way on the album how to strike the balance between that and raps. And I think I did it on Right Now. That's why I love that song so much, is because the music and the production sounds like a Keen song, sounds like Coldplay, but then I'm rapping on it. I'm like, oh man, this is best of both worlds for me. So I'm trying to find ways to, authentically find the intersection, I guess. to
I
that.
watch a lot of like your thought process, like
Yeah.
this, but on Instagram.
Yeah.
So I genuinely appreciate this because I know everybody.
Well, thanks for
loved
being here,
this,
for real.
so thank
Thank
you.
you. Yeah. I like the shirt.
Appreciate you. First off, congrats on the release and the
Thank
success
you.
of the album. So I typed my question down yesterday, so I couldn't help but, I think you touched on it earlier, I noticed a lot of parallels between I Love You Boy and How'd You Do It?
Yeah.
So my question that I wanted to ask was, out of both songs, which song do you feel helped you heal the most and offered the most liberation?
Your accent is awesome. I'm gonna say, like, it's like I was just in New York for a month, and it's like hearing that is jarring, and it's awesome, but it's so like I don't know, it's comforting.
Thank you.
What song do I think helped heal the most? I don't know. I think, like I said, I think I Love You Boy was me finally acknowledging and giving compassion for my younger self. And I think How'd You Do It was me finally being in the place where I could be proud of my younger self and proud of what I've done now. So I think they were both equally helpful. And I think this album is just about the in-between, man. It's about healing and hurting and struggling and still moving forward. It's that juggling act, you know? So
Yeah.
I think both of them are necessary, but I don't think I get to make How'd You Do It if I don't make I Love You Boy.
Right.
You know?
Right. Gotcha.
Oh, you okay? You good? Yeah. Okay. This is what happens. I mean, hey, we're in a bar. Figured it's gonna happen. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Russ.
Thank you. Yeah, make sure he's good. Get him some water or something.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Can't complain.
So I just want to say, congratulations on your album. I've been a fan since I was 17, and I'm 30 now. So this
Fuck.
is amazing that I'm here. It's a
Damn.
long time. Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah, it is.
Damn, I've been doing
So
this.
I'm nervous. My heart's racing. But anyways, my question. I have to look at my phone.
Thought I was a new artist.
No.
No, you're old.
All right, so my question is, in what ways did feeling responsible for your family's emotions shape your own journey of self-discovery and authenticity?
Oof.
It's a tough one. I'm sorry if I put you on the spot there.
I'll tell you this. You know what that shit
Repeat
did?
the question.
Oh, no, I heard the question. You want her to repeat it for you? Okay, she wants it for her.
Sorry, I'm quiet.
No,
I
it's
said,
okay.
in what ways did feeling responsible for your family's emotions shape your own journey of self-discovery and authenticity?
It made it near impossible for me to give myself empathy because I felt like I was always giving everyone else, or I was always placing everyone else's emotions ahead of mine, that when I would be going through it, I would ignore it, right? And so then when people around me started to like be upset about something, I like resented it. I got mad that they were even like communicating that they were upset because I'm like, get over it, like the fuck, like I don't give a, you know what I mean? Like that was the energy. I wasn't saying those words, but the energy was like, I'm annoyed that you're expressing your hurt because my hurt has been silenced because I've been busy dealing with your hurt.
Right, like I'm going through shit too.
I'm going
You know?
through shit too, but that didn't stop me from jumping in the hole with you. So
Right.
how dare you remind me that there's a hole?
Right.
You know what I mean? And so it's just not healthy. And I think, once again, you need boundaries and individuation and emotional sovereignty, meaning you need to know where you end and they start. So that I can say, oh, there's enough space here now for me to actually help you and say, wow, what are you going through? Like, talk to me about it. Let me know what I can do. But in order for me to even have that perspective, there needs to be space. There's no space if I'm internalizing your pain as mine. There's no space. There's no room for me to help you. I'm just in it with you. And for a while, it can feel comforting because you're like, oh, we're both going through it, man. Like, yeah, but it's like, nah, man, it's not productive. You just end up in a cycle and just spiraling around and around, so.
I struggle with that myself. I do.
It's tough. It's tough to set boundaries with people you love without feeling like boundary means abandonment. Boundary is a punishment. Boundary is betrayal. Like, that's not the case. You know, a boundary is a pathway to a healthier relationship with people, you know? And I think a lot of us, me included, especially as people pleasers, we feel like if we set a boundary, they're gonna think I hate them. And you don't want them to think that, so you set no boundary, and then they naturally cross this imaginary line that you never said exists, and then you get mad, and they're like, what are you mad about? Like, you never even told me that that was a line. You know what I mean? So it ends up being a brutal cycle. So I encourage you to do the hard thing and set boundaries and try your best to let them know that it doesn't mean that you love them less. It actually means that you love y'all's relationship more than you love the idea of jumping in the hole with them.
I know you're not officially a therapist, but you've been my therapist for several years, so thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Oof, we're filming it right now. Where's Steve at? There he is.
Thank you so much, Russ. I actually came from Tampa, Florida today.
Really?
And yes, I did. My flight was canceled, and I booked another one from Orlando. So,
Wow.
yeah,
Thank you.
so I definitely made it here, and it was definitely a dream because you have made me through so much with my divorce, with my family, with everything, and I'm beyond grateful for you. And the other thing, too, is I am an entrepreneur, and I know you went independent on yourself, and that is tremendous courage, right? how do you deal with like your life of being an entrepreneur with your emotions and your family and also wanting the pressure to succeed?
Not well.
But you've done it. So like what is the trick to actually bypass all of that? Because as an entrepreneur myself, it is a struggle to deal with the pressure of having to succeed and wanting to succeed, but also beating yourself up at the same time.
Ooh.
I know, right?
I think there is no way around it. You need resilience.
Whew.
There's no way around it, because going out and trying to do something extraordinary, you have to have an extraordinary amount of everything else that everyone else has. You know what I mean? Like you can't just have regular resilience or regular perseverance. Like it's got to be extraordinary. You're trying to do something special. So there's no way around it. You need resilience, and you also need to understand that faith requires more than 48 hours. And if it's not working out right now, it doesn't mean it's not going to work out.
Right.
You know, and I have a real tumultuous relationship with faith. And I don't mean faith in the religious sense. I mean in the actual just definition of like believing something's going to work out just because.
Right.
I've always micromanaged the situation because I don't trust faith. I trust me. And I'm not leaving it up to chance. I'm going to do everything I can to like impose my will on my life. And you get burnt out doing that. And you get especially burnt out when inevitably you are strangling your life trying to make it go this way, but the universe, God, whoever you believe in, has a different plan and makes it go this way.
Right.
And now you feel betrayed by God. You're like, but I wanted it to go this way, and you knew I wanted it to go. It's like sometimes there's the reward and the detour over here, and we get so rigid in thinking that, no, my shit needs to go this way.
Right.
And so a lot of it too, the trick to the best of your ability, because I work on this too, is letting go. Yeah. Set your intentions, show up every day, be proactive, but let go a little bit.
It's so crazy you say that. My tattoo right here says let go.
Wow.
And it's crazy you mentioned faith, because this whole journey, I literally say, you know what? It's in God's hands. I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it, baby, however I can.
Yeah,
faith
that's the
it.
mindset,
So,
though.
I love that.
As long as it's a collaboration between you and God. You know what I mean? Meaning, do your part. A lot of people just think, if I just have wishful thinking and click my heels together and really think I can do it, it'll just happen. No, it won't. You have to show up. You got to be proactive. And absolutely. And I think one of the things I commend my younger self on doing was showing up.
Right.
When I was feeling like shit, when I was feeling good, when I was feeling sad, angry, I showed up.
Right.
I showed up. And did I always show up for myself in my present day and what I was dealing with? Definitely not. But I always showed up for the life that I wanted. You know, in the dreams that I had, I always showed up.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, come on.
Nice. Thank you. What's up, Russ?
What's going on, bro?
Nice to see you again.
Good to see you. Sober, right?
Yes, sir.
What's going on, bro?
Chilling. Just came from New York this morning. Pretty fucking tired. I dragged Zainab here.
No shit. What's going on?
Yeah.
This is Zainab. We just did an interview on my channel. This is the fan I did a live interview with. She's incredible. Soba's from the Discord community as well. I didn't even know you were here. What? Okay, beautiful. Let's do it.
All right. I just want to say thanks. You know, I've been a fan of yours for about 10 plus years. So, you know, I've grown up, I've matured kind of with your albums at the same time. So it's like really appreciated to know that you're the artist I could 100% relate to, because I've always was kind of like going against the world and like thinking my way, very one-sided. And now, like as an adult, it's more like, okay, let me consider other things and, you know, prefrontal cortex development. Okay, anyways. So I have 1,000,001 questions, but my really, I guess my question right now, after hearing you speak about the album and stuff like that and diving deep into a lot of things, is as a man, what was like specifically to your relationship or even to your music or like into the public and stuff like that, what was the hardest thing to admit? Because I'm pretty sure you were pretty fucking scared to get judged, to get, scolded for it, or just feel like you totally fucked up and you're gonna lose everything. So what was like the hardest thing you can admit to yourself, to your relationship, to your friends, to your fans, to anybody? And what would be your advice to conquer that?
What a good question, man.
I hope so.
And I want to think on it to give you a really true answer. I think the thing I was the most scared to admit to everyone, coming off the heels of like writing a self-help book that's called It's All in Your Head, and being like known for manifesting and positive thinking and I can do it and all this shit, I think the scariest thing to admit was that I was scared. Full stop. Just that I'm scared of losing everything I have because I take care of my whole family. I'm scared of losing connection with the audience because I'm scared of losing fame. I'm scared of not mattering because I've made it's become part of my identity. I'm scared of what do the relationships in my life look like if I set boundaries? I'm scared of that. I'm scared of what does my career look like if I dig deep, get honest, really honest in the music. Am I gonna lose listeners? And a lot of it all goes back to like, I take care of my whole family. So it's really triggering for me when people are like, why do you care what people think? My life, and more importantly, my family's life, depends on it. Because this is not sports. It's what I always tell people. This is not sports. Sports is, I scored 30 points a game, and everybody in the world hates me, but I'm gonna get a contract because it's not a matter of who likes me and who doesn't like me. I'm efficient on the court, it's finite, it's numbers, it's 30 points a game, I'm getting a contract. Music, entertainment, is really primarily built, I always use this analogy, off of jersey sales. And what I mean by that is, do people like you? Simple. Like, do you think that, if you're just good, people will listen to you? No. People have to like you. They have to fuck with you. So that whole notion of like, why do artists care about what people think? Well, because what people think about the artist determines their life. That's why. Because if the whole world decided today, we don't like Russ, then I make no money, my family loses everything, we all gotta figure it out. So it's like, it's dismissive to say, why do you care what people think? And I miss when I had the luxury to not care what people thought. And people don't understand when I say like, oh, what about your old life do you miss? I miss the freedom of not feeling the weight of the world on the music. Music was this source of liberation. It was this source of joy. It was this source of freedom. And there was nobody listening except for me and Boogus. And I wanted the whole world to be listening. But back then, there was just this wildly free spirit I had in the studio. And Andre 3000 talks about this, where it's like, you go from playing with toys in your bedroom as a kid, that's what like making music is like when nobody knows you, to all of a sudden like somebody opens the door and now the whole world is watching you play with your toys, and it's like, am I playing with them right? Should I even play with this toy? This is probably stupid. Maybe I should, you know what I mean? It's just a whole different it's not as free, you know, and this isn't me complaining about this life at all. I'm grateful for it. It's just pointing out the truth. And even that is something I've been scared to admit because I know how the public receives that kind of information from successful people. They say, get over it. You know, that's the mindset. And yeah, I feel you. You're never going to get what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it's scary to admit a lot of those things, man. But I think vocalizing your fears is a pathway to liberation. You know, my fears have had me in shackles because I never spoke to them. I acted like they didn't exist. I covered it up with omnipotence, and now I'm breaking free from them through honesty and authenticity. And I feel lighter. I don't feel so heavy. I don't feel the need to hide anymore. And yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Also, what are your top 3 favorite songs you ever created? Front, back, doesn't care if the audience doesn't like it or whatnot. Your top 3 favorite songs of all time you ever created.
Oh, man. I got like 500 something songs out, man.
I'm guessing Voicemail is one of them.
No, not anymore.
Okay.
Not Manifest. Manifest is like, it's cool, but it's fluffy self-belief. Moving to the rhythm, I'm into it. Like, got it. Anyway, you know what I mean? Like, that's not enough. You know what I mean? Like, that was just back when I thought that all you had to do is think positive and positive things will happen. It's like, maybe you were also talented and really, really proactive. Maybe. But sure, it's probably just because you had happy thoughts. So I think my favorite 3 songs I've ever made. No. I don't know. I really don't know, man. I really wish I had an answer. I wish I did. I don't know why
Let
I
me
can't.
know on Discord when you find out.
I don't know why I can't pick 3. Goodbye's good. Goodbye's great. I think for me, it's like, I would have to break it into like categories, you know what I mean? Of like R&B songs and then just like straight rap songs and like turnt songs. And I think Forever, I'll just say right now, Forever off of Wild is just, I just like clarity. I said it at the beginning, but I like emotionally mature music that's still musically digestible. You know what I mean? And I think Forever is so clear. It's such a beautiful melody. The emotion is perfect. John Mayer has this quote from an interview. I'm paraphrasing and probably butchering it, but he said something like, you know you have a song when, and he's talking about from the artist's perspective, when the music sounds like the idea sounds like the lyrics, and the lyrics sound like the artist. And it's just this perfect marriage where it's like, Forever to me is just like, that music sounds like the lyrics that I wrote. The lyrics in the music sounds like the idea I had, and all of that sounds like me. And so it's rare to like catch those perfect marriages in music. So I think Forever, I think I like MVP a lot off of There's Really a Wolf. I think that was just nasty, man. So I'll go Forever, MVP. Yeah, I'll go Bankrupt right now.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. Well, look, I appreciate all y'all coming out, man. I gotta go home and feed my dogs. It's been several hours. Oh, my legs feel, what is that? Oh, that's right.